The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bosun the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to Ankeny Centennial High School as we get set for girls and boys basketball tonight here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert, Mary Stastny, our studio producer, and you saw all the stuff that just went on, Mike Burkert, and we're on right on airtime, 6 o'clock. How about that?
Right on the button. I think you aged about 10 years, though, in the last 45 minutes.
That's why I keep my hair short. There's a reason for that. Just half of it falls out. But good job out of her and good job out of Greg Richwine. Appreciate everything they do to get Iowa Catholic Radio and keep us on the air. We're the only ones doing remotes. Believe me, we're the only ones out doing remotes. And it's every Tuesday and Friday, Mike.
I know when I come to the front desk or, to check in every time, they kind of look at me and go, "Oh, radio? Oh, sure. Go ahead. Thank you."
That's right. I bet they do. Well, they know we're here, and we got quite a night for high school girls and boys basketball in the Central Iowa Metro League. Dowling and Ankeny Centennial. The Maroons are going through the second time of the conference season. Dowling winning the first meeting against Ankeny Centennial 56-52 back in December at the Dowling Gym. But here's the rematch, and as I've kind of said, who knows? This may be the final time we see a Scott DeYoung coach Ankeny Centennial team. The word retirement may be on the horizon, but nothing official. Just some whispers you hear out there, and even amongst the Ankeny community. But nonetheless, what a matchup he's went through. How many Dowling coaches? Bob and Sharon Hansen and John Wilkinson, and now Kristen Meyer, and they're visiting right now in front of the Dowling bench. But what a legend! And it's always going to be a game. You're going to have to bring your A game when you play a Centennial, or back in the day of Ankeny coach teams, or when he was at when he was up north. So. It's just one of those nights, and Centennial's got a good team.
They're always fundamentally sound, and they play really good defense. You really have to work to get a good shot against them, and that's the key, is you've got to be patient, and when that shot comes, you can do that. They are fourth ranked coming in, so it'll be a good challenge for Dowling, kind of getting that stretch now where you've got, right in a row, you've got Centennial, then Waukee, then Johnston, and then Waukee Northwest. So you're going to really test yourself in the next few games.
You certainly are. And you mentioned Waukee Northwest. They knocked off Ankeny Centennial, a game that you texted us last Friday night when Dowling was at home against Urbandale. You left after the girls' game and were kind of monitoring the Waukee Northwest and Ankeny Centennial game over at Northwest, and Northwest came back and had a nice third quarter, hung on in the fourth quarter to knock off Centennial, and that's a very young Northwest team that, as you mentioned, Dowling will see here in a few weeks. But Centennial gets right off, gets up at when they lost Friday, Mike. Centennial had lost 2 out of the last 3 games, and one of those losses was to the number 1 team, Johnson, who nobody has beaten in 2 years, by the way, and then Centennial righted the ship on Tuesday night as they defeated Urbandale before their game here with Dowling tonight. But they were kind of struggling, but they were struggling like everybody does against some top 5 teams. And but they righted the ship, and they know where their goal is to finish at Wells Fargo Arena, and that's they know they probably have to go through Dowling to do that.
Yeah, I think that they realize that they have the talent to get there. It's just making sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, to get yourself prepared and get yourself in a position to do that, like we talked about. And right now, they position themselves as 4th ranked. It's been consistent. I think teams win or lose, when they play each other here, but it's been pretty consistent 1 through 4 with Johnston, Dowling, Waukee Northwest, and Ankeny Centennial.
Well, question marks for Dowling. Well, Ava Zedeker is out there practicing and warming up, and she will play tonight. She had the illness on Tuesday that kept her out of school a few days, but she was back. Matter of fact, my daughter said she saw her in the halls, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. So just because you're in the hall, it doesn't mean you're 100%, but she is, I actually saw her today when I had to go out to Dowling for another deal, and I saw her in the hallway, and she didn't sound the best, so she got a little laryngitis that set in, but nonetheless, she's ready, and, you put on your best effort, and you go out and play the number 4 team in the state, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars, on their home court, which they're pretty tough at.
Yeah. I've just been watching her. She hit 3 straight threes from the corner, and now she's at the free throw line. So it looks like she feels fairly comfortable out there right now. So it's just but going up and down the floor, that's going to be your key in being able to physically deal, because you're going to get a physical defense by Centennial.
You certainly are. Maya Crawford, who's an outstanding guard, and Jordan Pratt in the post. There are 2 seniors that lead the Centennial team. Matter of fact, they start all seniors. Then Ava Martin's an outside shooter. Those are 3 that can get in double figures. They did last time Dowling faced them. And if I remember right, Mike, Dowling got out to a pretty good lead, and they was pushing 20 points there in the second half, and all of a sudden, gradually, here comes Centennial back. They cut it to single digits. And then it became interesting that final, I think, 2 minutes. It got real interesting, and Dowling knocked down free throws to hold off Centennial. So I would expect something like that tonight, but I don't think Coach DeYoung's going to try to get it let too far away. When you get 15, 20 points down to a top team, it's hard to come back. Yeah,
it's like we're beating the drum every game. Is there, eating off to a good start. Both teams do. Dowling's got, I think, a little more firepower than
and length.
Yeah. Centennial. If you look at their scoring, Dowling, they have 4 kids that are averaging almost double figures. 3 they are, and the other one's like 9 point something. So they can score from a lot of different places. Whereas Centennial is 2-pronged. They have a couple kids averaging about 14 a game, and then it drops down to a whole bunch of them averaging 4 or 5 or 6 points a game. So, it's going to be key for them to make sure they don't let Dowling get out and run transition, make Dowling work for their offense. And for Centennial, they've got to be able to hit some shots. They're shooting just a little above 40%, and you got to shoot well against Dowling to stay with them with the ability that they have to score.
You're listening to the pregame show tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio. We're live in Ankeny, Iowa, Centennial High School on the northwest side of town. It's Dowling and Ankeny Centennial, girl-boy doubleheader. Other games going on in the Central Iowa Metro League tonight. It's Waukee Northwest at Valley, and Waukee at Southeast Polk, and Ankeny at Johnston. Those are some of the other games. In the Iowa Alliance Conference, the Des Moines Lincoln's at Ames, Marshalltown at Roosevelt, and East is at Waterloo East. These are all girl-boy doubleheader. Teams that have a bye tonight, you may see a coach out there scouting in person. Urbandale girls and boys teams are both off, along with Hoover, North, Fort Dodge, Mesa City, and Ottumwa. And outside the conference, Little Hawkeye Conference, girls and boys action. 5th-ranked Dallas Center Grimes at 9th-ranked Pella in a girl-boy doubleheader down in Pella. Norwalk's at Oskaloosa and Pella Christian Indianola, and Newton has a night off. So let's look at the schedule going around, and we'll come back. We'll have starting lineups, and it's Dowling and Ankeny Centennial for the second time this season. Dowling leads the series over Centennial 11-6 since the 2 teams started playing 14 years ago when this high school was built. And we'll have more pregame from the Centennial Gym in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming funded by Blessment International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmentinternational.org.
And welcome back to the Ankeny Centennial High School Gym here in northwest part of Ankeny. Dowling and Ankeny Centennial in this girls and boys basketball doubleheader in the Central Iowa Metro League. Mark Hamadale alongside Mike Burkert. Mike, they're going to turn the lights down. I forgot about this. We got just enough light that I can see. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Let's take a look at our starting lineup tonight. First of all, for Dowling Catholic, as Ava Zediker does return to the starting lineup. The Maroons are the visitors. They'll be wearing their road maroon uniforms with white numbers and white letters. And Dowling will start at point guard. Ava Zediker, one of their three captains. Zediker, a 5'10 senior, leading scorer, along with Ellie Muller, averaging 17.3 points a game. And Zediker will wear number 13. The other guard is Layla Tritton, 5'9 senior, averaging 11 points. She'll wear number 15. And the third guard is Katie Muller, a 5'11 sophomore, averaging 9 points. At one forward and captain, Ellie Olson, a 5'10 senior, averaging 3.5 points. She'll wear number 5. And at center for Dowling, the other Muller sister, Ellie Muller, a 6'2 junior, averaging 17.3 points and 10.5 rebounds. And she is the leading rebounder for the Maroons on the season. Ellie Muller will wear number 23. So it's Olson, Zediker, Tritton, and the Muller sister starting for Dowling, who comes in averaging 61 points on offense, giving up 45 points on defense. And the head coach, Kristen Meyer, in her 9th year, 157 wins, 56 losses, 15 years overall. And she's assisted by Joel Danner and Audrey Faber. That's what the Dowling lineup. And now for Ankeny Centennial and their head coach, Scott DeYoung, in his 12th year. And that's how long the school's been in existence, 12 years here at Centennial High School. 197 wins, 71 losses here at Centennial, a 73% winning percentage, and his 37th year overall. And Coach DeYoung just got over 700 wins, 707 wins now in his career. And he's assisted by Dave Runchie, Rachel Smith, and Andy Fain. And the Jaguars will start this lineup at one guard and point guard, Maya Crawford, a 5'8 senior, averaging 14.7 rebounds. And Crawford headed to Drake University next year. She will wear number 5. The other guard is Ava Martin, 5'6 senior, averaging 5.5 points, 4 rebounds. She'll wear number 1. And the third guard is Tilly Smith, 5'5 senior, averaging 4.5 points. She'll wear number 23. At one forward, Finley Blackmore for the Jaguars, 5'10 senior, averaging 5.5 points, 3.5 rebounds. She'll wear number 3. And at one forward, Jayden Pratt. Pratt, a 5'10 senior, averaging 14.5 points and 8 rebounds. And she's headed to Illinois State next year. Pratt will wear number 4. So, again, it'll be Crawford, Martin, and Tilly Smith, the 3 guards, with Pratt and Blackmore in the post. The Jaguars come in averaging 53.5 points on offense, give up just under 41 points on defense. They bring a 8-4 record and a number 4 ranking. And Dowling Catholic coming in with a record of 11-2 and a number 2 ranking. So that is the tail of the tape there, Mike Burkert. What say you before we have to go to our break?
Well, I just noticed you mentioned coaches out here scouting. One of my favorite women's college coaches is sitting underneath the basket down at the one in there, coach at Iowa State, here to catch the game.
And which one's that?
Fennelly.
Coach Fennelly. Oh.
He came in a little bit earlier and had a few kids go up and take pictures with him there.
I see. I wonder who he may have of interest.
I can bet.
Ellie Muller.
I think so.
Yeah. So she's uncommitted, and she is just a junior, so a lot of time for her. But the tail of the tape here, the 2 matchups. We talked about some of the potential matchups. I like looking at who may guard who in the Dowling scouting report, Mike.
Yeah, it'll be key to, like we said, Dowling, if they get out on transition and get down the floor, they're difficult to stop. Again, the height and length advantage that they've got with Muller inside, and even both Muller than with Tritton, it's tough.
Yeah, Tritton is scheduled to guard Crawford, I see, and Pratt will be guarded by Ellie Muller. So that'll be 2 matchups to watch. And the third matchup is Ellie Olson on Ava Martin. They want to shut her down. Martin can shoot from the outside. All right, we'll take a break, come back with the start of tonight's game, tip-off, coming up here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. It's Dowling and Ankeny Centennial, back after these breaks.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Iowa Catholic Radio is AM 1150, KWKY Des Moines, 94.5 FM, K233BT Des Moines, 88.5 KIHS, Adel Panora, and 89.9 KCSL Spencer Spirit Lake.
All right, we are back here at Ankeny Centennial High School on the northwest side of the town of Ankeny. Mike, when you were coaching, they just had one school, and ever since you got out, the community's grown. Now we have two schools in Ankeny and a third one on the horizon.
Yeah, no, Centennial was here at the end of the time I was there, but you get confused a little bit because Ankeny and Ankeny Centennial are identical, built identically. So. And this was the first place we went to that they had a clock in the locker room that told you how much time at halftime. I didn't have to keep running out and looking at the clock.
I think they have a monitor in the locker room now with that clock, and you can kind of watch and see what's going on the court. So, oh yeah, high tech at the high school level. That's more of a college thing, but
uptown.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, teams out on the court. Dowling will be going left to right in front of us, as we are sitting in the back row of bleachers up here with Mr. Andy Pollock, who did a great job of getting us and helping us and assisting us getting us on the air tonight, as Dowling wins the tip. And Ava Zedeker will dribble in the front court for the Maroons. Ankeny wearing their home pink uniforms, little pink out, if you will.
Yeah, coaches versus cancer tonight for them.
Dowling with the ball, and a pass by Ellie Olson is deflected off of Dowling into the hands of the Jaguars as they move into the front court. Maya Crawford, Jaden Pratt, Ava Martin, Finley Blackmore, and Tilly Smith. Lob pass underneath them. Crawford layup good, and she got behind the Dowling defenders. And Crawford with her first 2 points of the night. 2-0 Ankeny. Dowling in the front court, left to right. There's Zedeker. Leaves it for Olson at the free throw line. Drives, stops, and puts up a shot. It's no good. And rebound Crawford. Crawford on Olson. That's an interesting matchup defensively. And the rebound out to the Jags. Now backdoor cut, layup good. Ankeny getting a lot of good looks. Finley Blackmore with the basket. It's 4-0 Ankeny. Got a number correction. Number 11 is Ava Martin, not number 1. So keep that in mind. That is because of the pink uniform. Now Zedeker underneath and shoots and scores. She went in underneath on Tilly Smith. So Dowling scoring their first basket of the contest, and it's 4-2 Centennial.
Yeah, both teams are moving the ball pretty well. It's all been layups so far until right there.
Shot no good. Rebound Dowling. This is Katie Muller in transition. Top of the key. Lobs underneath to her sister, and it's poked away nicely by the Jaguars. And that's Maya Crawford wearing number 25 that knocked it away. Now, ball goes tipped out of bounds. They say one off Centennial, so another turnover for the Jags. So Ankeny's getting a lot of looks, and they've turned the ball over here twice, but 4-2 Ankeny so far.
Yeah, it's like I think that Pratt is guarding Ellie Moeller, and if you just look at her, she's very athletic and she can jump. So that's the one who took the ball away last time.
Here's Zedeker in the lane. Tries to get in the corner to Tritton. It's stolen away by Ava Martin. Martin down court against Katie Moeller. And a shot is blocked by Katie into the hands of Dowling. Tritton lead pass to Zedeker down court. And a shot up and no good and drew the foul. Tilly Smith will commit the foul for Ankeny Centennial. And Dowling to the free throw line for 2.
Again, a transition we talked about. Dowling Katie Moeller got the block shot, outletted it right away, and Zedeker went down and got fouled.
So number changes with the new uniforms for Centennial, the pink uniforms. So 1 becomes 11 and 5 becomes 25.
No.
As David Zedeker at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Dowling shooting free throws. First one up and good. Again, Zedeker did not play Tuesday night, and Dowling's went over Urbandale. She was out with an illness, didn't even attend school. Said she watched us on CISN.
Wow. Lucky her.
Second free throw good. Well,
I got sick on purpose.
Yeah, she could have. We had our audio. Both free throws good, and we're tied at 4. 5:45 to go. First quarter, Dowling and Centennial. Right to left goes Centennial in front of us. Here's Crawford with it. Guarded by Tritton. Now skip pass in the corner goes to Blackmore. Top of the key for 3. The shot is partially blocked, and the rebound scrambled for. 15 on the shot clock, so the Jags have plenty of time. Here's Tilly Smith for 3. It's no good. And rebound Dowling and Ellie Olson. So the Jags got a couple looks there.
They did. They had a couple of nice looks, actually.
Now here's Tritton in the corner for 3. It's good. The pass from Ellie Moeller from the post to the left corner for 3. Layla Tritton with her first 3 of the night. Team leading 23rd 3 of the year for Dowling. 5 minutes to play, and Dowling has its first lead, 7-4 over the Jags. Now here's Blackmore with it, guarded by Katie Moeller. Gets it to Martin. Now they run their weave, and underneath the shot blocked. Taking the ball to the hole was Maya Crawford, and it was blocked by Ellie Moeller. The other way we go, Moeller. Ellie for 3, it's no good. The ball saved from going out of bounds by her sister, Katie, but into the hands of Crawford, and Centennial with the ball. The one baseline is Ava Martin, and the reverse pass is tipped out of bounds. And officials are going to huddle up. Dowling thinks they got the deflection, and they did. Nice job by Ellie Olson. She got the deflection there. So it'll be Dowling basketball in the backcourt. As the Maroons now have the ball kicked out of bounds with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. 7-4 Dowling, and the Maroons will inbound the ball with Tritton taking it, Mike.
Yep. Ankeny's in there patting it man-to-man and putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
Dowling inbounds the ball. Top of the key is Zedeker, coming off a ball screen by Olson, maybe, and she does. Good defense by the Centennial. 15 on the shot clock. Zedeker in the lane. She's going to have to get out of there. Here's Katie Moeller, and we got a whistle and a holding foul on Centennial. That'll be on Finley Blackmore, her first. Second team foul on Ankeny Centennial here in the first quarter. Just under 4 minutes to play. 7-4 Dowling. He's inbound the ball. They get a brand new shot clock off the Centennial foul. Katie Moeller fakes the 3. Looking to come off a ball screen by Olson. Now dribbles down the lane, stops. Switch the skip pass over in the corner for 3. Good. Ellie Moeller with her first 3 of the night. Well, we got a timeout, Centennial. And this will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 3:41 to go here in the first quarter. Dowling 10 and Centennial 4. The Maroons with their largest lead of 6 after trailing 4-0. Mike Burkert.
Yeah, that 10-0 run keyed by they lost track of Ellie Moeller that time, and that's why he called timeout.
I was looking for what you wrote on the back for number changes. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. So yeah, they
doing those hand signals. I'm trying to figure you out here.
Can't figure out hand signals. So yeah, they have number changes tonight. So Maya Crawford is wearing number 5, not 25.
Right.
Okay. That's it. And Pratt will be wearing 25.
And it looks like they're playing Crawford on defense. She's guarding Ellie Olsen. And she's really not, she's sort of just playing in the middle of the lane to help out, is what's going on. They're really not guarding Ellie.
All right, Centennial has the ball underneath, off the left hand, good. She switched hands and scores, and that was Maya Crawford. Crawford with her 4-point. It's 10-6 Centennial. Or 10-6 Dowling. Centennial back on defense, and now substitution for Dowling. As for the first time tonight, Macy Herndon in, number 33, the 5'3 junior. Checks in. She started Tuesday night's game. Lob pass underneath to Olsen, and she's double teamed. Gets it out of the lane. Power dribble. Tries to get it to Tritton. Gets it out to Herndon at the free throw line. Olsen, her shot no good, and a rebound Centennial. Pratt takes it away.
Yeah, barely got the off 1 second on the shot clock, and she had to shoot that one.
So Centennial in the front court, trailing 10-6, 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Mark Amadeo alongside Mike Burker tonight. Mary Statsny, our studio producer here on this Friday night girl boy basketball. Crawford underneath, and she shoots and scores to win around Katie Moeller.
Yeah, they're attacking the basket. It looks like she's really comfortable using that left hand, taking the left hand to the basket.
The Centennial on defense, now reaching foul on Pratt.
Yeah, that was one she wishes she could get back. She was 30 feet from the basket and tried to poke it away from her and got called for a foul.
As much as we talk about Coach DeYoung and his defense, and his team's giving up 40 points, usually it's 35, 40 points is all they give up. That's pretty good. But what he teaches his kids is to attack the basket, even though you have a height disadvantage. They are not afraid to attack the long arms of Dowling.
No, and they're spreading them out and they're moving. I mean, it's a constant motion, and they're catching Dowling in some mismatches.
And they get more. Dowling works the ball inside, and Zediker shoots and scores. She has 6 points in the first quarter, 12-8 Dowling. There's the Jags in the front court, right to left, and their pink uniforms with white trim and black numbers. Long three, no good by Pratt. Offensive rebound, put back up and good. Ava Martin with the rebound and put back. That's her first 2 points tonight, and that's not what they're worried about with her. They're worried about her outside shooting, but that time she got an offensive rebound there, Mike.
Yeah, nobody blocked out that time, and she was able to get the rebound and put it in.
12-10 Dowling, and now Katie Moeller down the left side of the lane. Puts up a left-handed shot. It leaves it short, and a rebound Centennial down there in the front court. There's Ava Martin with it. In the lane, pulls up a shot, draws the foul. Again, attacking the basket. This time the angle they use, left baseline, and Martin just dribbled in and drew the foul, and that'll be on Dowling's Macy Herndon, her first, and the first team foul Dowling with 55 seconds remaining in the quarter.
They had a little weave on the wing versus generally it's on the top.
Right.
And got her open.
Martin's free throw good. She has 3 points tonight. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw good. Ava Martin, 80% free throw shooter, 2 for 2 there. She has 4 points, and we're tied at 12 with 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter from the Centennial Gym.
Yeah, both teams are capable of runs. Dowling went on a 10-0 run. Now Ankeny comes right back.
And now Zediker, they just let her get in the lane and shoots and scores. Not even a help defense there. Ava Zediker, 8 points here in the first quarter, and Dowling retakes the lead, 14-12 over the Jaguars. Centennial in the front court, right to left. This is Tilly Smith. Dribble handoff goes to Pratt. Now Coach Scott DeYoung calls out a set play. About a 4-second differential. Shot clock down to 10. And Jags now have 5 in the shot clock. Pratt with it. Dribbles down the right side against Ellie Moeller. Her shot blocked by Ellie Moeller. Rebound Dowling. 3 seconds remaining. Here's Herndon with it. She'll launch up a shot. It's no good. And we've come to the end of the first quarter here at the Ankeny Centennial Gym with the score. Dowling Catholic 14, Ankeny Centennial 12. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. We'll return with the second quarter in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And we're back here at the Ankeny Centennial Gym alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale. Dowling 14, Ankeny Centennial 12. We start the second quarter. Mike's got to look at some numbers from the first quarter.
Dowling was 5 of 10 overall, 50% in the first quarter. 2 of 4 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds to 3 turnovers. Centennial was 5 out of 12 overall. Of that, 0 for 3 from three-point range, 42%. They hit both their free throws, also had 6 rebounds, and only had 1 turnover the first quarter.
All right, Centennial starts with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Lizzie Beam gets in the lineup, 5'9" sophomore wearing number 24, had the ball. Now kicked it back out. Here's Crawford, top of the key, guarded by Tritton. Leaves it for Ryland Boating, who checked in. Boating's shot is blocked by Ellie Muller. Outlet pass goes to Ellie Olson, and she'll gather it in and wait for her guards. Now to Tritton. She'll launch the 3 left wing. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound Dowling and Olson. Just lean right over her. Good hustle by Ole on that offensive board.
And Coach DeYoung is asking why that wasn't a foul.
Because it wasn't a foul. He wanted the old, well, he used to call it the over and back, or the over the back, and it was not. And now whistling a foul on Centennial, and that'll go against Lizzie Beam. That'll be her first, team foul number 1 as we start the second quarter. Dowling was 2 for 2 at the free throw line, as was Centennial in that first quarter. We just get the shot clock reset. Tritton will throw it in underneath her own basket. And she'll throw it into the backcourt to Ellie Muller. Yes, Muller. Well, dribbled in the front court. As Zedeker starts the quarter on the bench. There's Herndon in there. Backdoor cut to Olson. Ole around the basket. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Crawford and Centennial. Dowling 1 and done. Wins by 2 with 6:45 to go here in the second quarter. At halftime, we hope to catch up with Justin Einerson, the Dowling boys basketball coach, previewing his game tonight against the Ankeny Centennial for the second time. And now Crawford in the lane. Her shot left it short. I don't know if Olson got a piece of that or not. Rebound Dowling. Now here is Zedeker back in. Her shot up and no good. Offensive rebound, Zedeker. And bodies hit the floor. We got a foul called on Centennial. Our officials tonight, Chris Thomas, Grant Mandernack, and Travis Graven are 3 officials as Katie Muller checks in for Macy Herndon. And that foul was on Finley Blackmore, her second for Centennial.
Dowling's rotating their 6 players in about every minute and a half, try to keep them somewhat fresh on the game. And they have a lot of versatility with them, who can handle the ball. Centennial's not putting any full court pressure on them, and Dowling's just working their offense right now.
There's inbound for Tritton underneath the Muller. Her shot might have been partially blocked. Offensive rebound, Ellie Muller, and puts it in. So she gets a shot attempt, 2 shot attempts, and an offensive rebound. And Muller with her 5th point. 16-12, Dowling. That's Moon's first basket of the second quarter. That's our first basket of the second quarter between both teams. Dowling led 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. Now a long 3 coming. Good. Lynn Boating. Coach Young told me yesterday Boating's going to get some playing time tonight. I can see why.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Nice form.
She had not been in the top part of the rotation off the bench, and tonight she is. And now here is Olsen in the lane, and she travels with the basketball. Dowling's trying to exploit Ankeny. They're kind of letting Olsen have her way because she's not the leading scorer on the team, and that time she got caught with the travel as they're trying to overplay their Dowling shooters.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of allowing her to shoot, and so far she's doing what they're hoping for her to do.
Now backdoor cut by Centennial, and a shot up and no good. And the rebound out to Dowling. The Maroons turn it over on their offensive end. Now we're down in the front court, and now we have, I think it's Maisie Smith in there, number 32, is actually number 12. So a lot of changes.
All kind of stuff going on.
That's right. And now here's Crawford underneath, reverse layup, good. Maya Crawford. Remember, her dad did that at UNI, Eric, when he played ball up there. And kind of reminds me of that move.
That was a nice shot. She kind of lost the ball on the way up on the left side and took it to the right side.
Centennial leads at 17-16, and now we got a loose ball foul as Dowling turns it over, and the Maroons commit the foul, and that'll be on Harnden, I believe. So Macy has picked up her second foul. Team foul.
The physicality is starting to pick up now from both teams. I know both coaches have been up kind of asking the referees about that. So
Crawford gets the ball inbounded by Maisie Smith. Dribble handoff to Crawford, top of the key. Wants to shoot the three. She will over Ellie Muller. It's no good. It'll be out of bounds to Dowling. With 4:34 to go here in the second quarter, 17-16. Centennial leads Dowling by 1. And substitutions again, as we'll see Ava Martin check in for Centennial.
Yeah, that doesn't go to the block shot for Ellie, but that she misdirected that one for Crawford.
Zedeker in the front court. She's guarded by Tilly Smith. Now to Olsen, who's guarded by Crawford. Out to Katie Muller. Guarded by Maisie Smith. Katie in the lane. Wants to shoot. Can't get the shot off. 10 on the shot clock. Ellie Muller, a little scoop shot underneath. Good! She went right around Pratt for the basket. A little scoop shot that time by Ellie Muller. She has 7 points.
Yeah, that was actually good defense, but that was a really nice shot that she just took.
She shot it about as high as the hip of her defender. Now a corner three. Good by Ava Martin. And that's what the Maroons have worried about. Martin with 13 threes on the year. She now has 7 points. That's her first three of the night from the right corner.
Again, nice form. She was gathered herself and had a good shot from the corner there.
Lob pass underneath to Ellie Muller, and a triple team puts up a shot. It's left it short, and a rebound Centennial. They're in transition now. There's Crawford with it. Started by Ellie Olsen. Pass goes to Pratt at the free throw line. Her shot partially blocked by Ellie Muller. Rebound Zedeker, and Crawford comes in to tie her up. It'll be Dowling basketball on the tie-up, and we've got a timeout on the court. This will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:19 remaining, second quarter. It's Ankeny Centennial 20, Dowling 18 in this girls class 5A Central Iowa Metro League matchup here at the Centennial Gym. Back in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And welcome back to the Ankeny Centennial Gymnasium alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us tonight. Central Iowa Metro League girls and boys basketball. The girls game in game one. And Centennial leading Dowling 20-18. Dowling with the ball following the timeout. They get the ball in the lane. Shot no good by Muller, and a rebound out to Centennial. Crawford with it. Centennial, here's Ava Martin, a three-pointer in the corner, no good. Pratt the rebound and put back up and good. Jaden Pratt with her first basket of the night, and she is Ankeny's leading scorer, averaging 14.5 points, and an offensive rebound there, Mike.
It was. She's a really good athlete, you can tell, and she was fronting Ellie that time. They couldn't get it over the top of her, so she jumped up and got it.
Now Zedeker shot in the lane, blocked by Crawford. Maya gets the rebound. And now they try to get it back to Crawford, stolen away by Ellie Olson. Check that. Ellie Muller, and now she gets it to Katie Muller, and Katie drives baseline, stops in the lane, looking, now over to Olson. Ole with it, backs in against Crawford. 22-18, Centennial by 4, that equals and matches their largest lead. And now Olson underneath, the layup good, nice feed that time from Ellie Muller.
Yeah, she needs to be able to do that. She needs to hit those shots when she gets opportunity. Ended a run there by Ankeny Centennial. That's what's going to be a game of runs with both these two teams.
22-20 Centennial, and now corner three. It's no good by Pratt from the right wing. Rebound Dowling, and here is Zedeker. To Tritton for three. It's good, and Dowling retakes the lead. This is a la the other night in the first half, back and forth.
You said those runs. Dowling's on a 5-0 run right now to take the lead.
Tritton with her 6-point on a pair of threes. And that's her team leading 24th made three of the year for Layla Tritton. Dowling with the ball, or rather Centennial with the ball. Dowling stays man-to-man. It's Maisie Smith. They run their little weave. Here's Crawford coming off a ball screen in the lane. And corner three up and too strong, no good by Tilly Smith. Ball's out of bounds. They take one off of Maisie Smith. Will be Dowling basketball. Substitutions. Every time we have a dead ball, we're getting the line change. To borrow a hockey term.
Yeah, both teams are playing really tough, hard defense, not allowing both teams to do what they really want to do. It's just a matter of who can react to the changes.
Well, here's Zedeker in the front court for Dowling. Zedeker guarded by Lizzie Beam now. Backs her in the lane. Finds Ellie Muller. Her shot partially blocked from behind by Pratt. Gets her own rebound, and then Crawford blocks the shot. So Ellie Muller has both her shots deflected. Rebound out to Centennial. Jags running baseline. Here's Martin with it. And saves it from going out of bounds.
She might have passed that one to herself, too, which I'm not sure is legal.
It isn't, but it was deflected in there off of Dowling.
Okay.
During all that. So that makes it legal. And now underneath Crawford, her shot no good, and Tritton with the foul. And Maya Crawford headed to Drake University next year at the free throw line.
You have better eyes than me, Mark. I thought she lost control of it, but you're the umpire, so got the great eyes.
She got a pretty good... She was bodied up pretty well by Tritton. That's her first foul. Team foul number 2 on Dowling. Centennial with 2 fouls, and Crawford missing the free throw. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Crawford tonight with 4 field goals, 8 points. Second free throw on the way, good. So she's 1 for 2 at the line and has 9 points.
Tie game.
23-all with 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert from the Centennial Gym here on the northwest side of Ankeny. Second time these two teams are meeting this year. Dowling won the first meeting 56-52 back in December. Maroons lead the series 11-6. Now a long three by Zedeker, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up and good by Ellie Muller. And they're going to count it. Officials are going to kind of get together, but they're going to count the basket. So Ellie Muller finishes with 9 points here at halftime on the basket. On the rebound basket off the missed shot by Zedeker. So Dowling goes into halftime with the lead, 25-23 there, Mr. Mike Burkert. How about that?
Good first half. All the runs both teams had. Second quarter was 11-11, but it was more like here we try to.
We're going to put hold on. We're going to put him right here. We'll put him right here.
You get to sit in the front row.
Yeah, he's in the front row. That's right. We'll have Coach Einarson on here in a moment. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Mary Stassi, who is our studio producer. Our halftime scorer in game one, the girls' game, it's Dowling 25, Ankeny Centennial 23, alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale. Back in 2 minutes here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Have you heard that the church once prohibited Bible reading, or that the scriptures were kept in Latin so the people couldn't understand it? Some myths die hard, I guess. Yes, the church has taken a cautious approach to protect God's word from those who would mistranslate it or distort its meaning, especially when you consider that the majority of the world's population was and remains illiterate and uneducated. That being said, Catholic popes and bishops in every century have encouraged Catholics to learn and meditate upon God's written word. The Bible was in Latin, so it wasn't a dead language, but the universal educational language of the Western world. Anyone who was going to read the Bible would have been able to read it in Latin. And at a time when dialects changed within very short distances, it was important to have a standard language for the church. Still, the Catholic Church did allow translations of the Bible into the local languages. In fact, when Luther did his famous Bible translation into German, over 25 had already been done. The Catholic society of the Middle Ages was one deeply steeped in the Scriptures, as Henry Graham's great book, Where We Got the Bible, explains. Consider this, their greatest works of architecture were neither skyscrapers nor sports stadiums, but cathedrals built to the glory of God. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
All right, we're back here at the Ankeny Centennial Gym. Alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale. Halftime of tonight's girls' game. Dowling Catholic, second ranked in Class 5A, leading fourth ranked Ankeny Centennial 25-23. And now joined by head coach Justin Einarson of the Dowling boys basketball program. Coach, thanks for joining us on a Friday night here at Centennial High. Welcome.
Nice atmosphere. Good to be here.
Certainly is, always is. And of course, you're coming off a game Tuesday night against the rival Valley Tigers. And what happened since that game? You guys kind of regroup, have practice Wednesday, Thursday, and you take on the Jaguars for the second time this year tonight.
Yeah, we talk a lot about learning with the team full of first-year guys. And, you know, sometimes you learn when you win and sometimes you learn when you lose. And there were a lot of things that we cleaned up pretty quickly right away on Wednesday. And hopefully we'll see some growth from us going forward when we take on super athletic teams like that.
Any changes as far as your rotation? You saw some kids get in there, and I know you have a lot of kids fighting for position.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, Alfred's probably the closest to breaking through. Some of that is going to be based on how the game's going. He gives us a spark. Also, you know, there are games where maybe you need a bigger post presence in there. You know, I think Quincy's more of our perimeter defending post player, and Alfred's a little bit more natural guarding guys that are 6'8", 6'10", skilled.
You're referring to Alfred Coley, the 6'5",
yep, sophomore.
Soft.
We're trying to get him as many minutes as possible at the sophomore level right now. You know, a little bit late developer, but developing very quickly. So we expect him to be a huge part of our future, and we're dipping his toes when we can.
I know they were mentioned about, because Alfred Coley plays sophomore basketball, so you got to watch his quarters, so he's available to you whatever quarters you put him in.
Yeah, I keep seeing that too. I mean, people are always talking about, well, why don't they play him more than two? Well, we can only play him two quarters. And
there's their answer.
And you know, and we're really happy with what Quincy's doing. So it's not like, you know, it's a replacement in any way. If anything, it's just a chance to give Alfred some minutes and give us a spark.
Absolutely, and more depth. Coach Burkert.
Yeah, Coach. I know that it's important your whole program, your freshman, your sophomore team. Can you give us an update maybe on how those guys are progressing?
Yeah, I tell you, the freshmen came in with, we knew a lot about the bigs, and we didn't know a lot about the guards as far as what we were going to see. And I think they're, I want to say 8-2, maybe 9-2 right now. So pretty nice start from them. You know, we have guys like Evan Mitchell, who's going to be a huge part of our varsity program very soon. He's doing a great job down there. Yeah, it's just it's great what O'Hare's been able to do with that group, you know, turn them into some players, and hopefully this offseason we'll see some growth from them. Our sophomores, there's 3 that really probably stick out, and they are on I think it's a 5 or 6 game win streak. So that's been solid.
I heard one of the parents in front of me.
They had a tough start, and that's not too shocking for us. You know, we have Sam and Alfred coming, Sam Ralston and Alfred playing or practicing varsity every day. So sometimes that hurts the continuity a little bit of a group, and I think it did early in the season. But they're playing really well. Samson Aminu, Sam Ralston, and Alfred Coley are the guys that I think are going to compete for rotation spots immediately. I know Sam Ralston's going to get a ton of attention in AAU this summer, and Alfred is going to play on the Badlers team with a lot of our varsity guys. So I'm excited to see what those guys are going to do, but we definitely have some key pieces coming, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing at the lower levels as well. Like 7th and 8th grade are very competitive, not just the NBA program, but guys that are playing for other programs, clubs. So I feel like we're turning this into a strong program from top to bottom. I mean, we have 85 kids signed up for our 3rd grade league from all over the metro and all the suburbs. So a lot of good things coming.
Back in the day, Coach Burkert coached 85 girls at practice every day when he was coaching for Bob and Sharon. Wasn't that right, Mike? At the freshman level, you had A, B, C, and D.
We did have a lot of kids. I talked them out when I first started.
Talk them out of it?
Well, no. Back in the day, one of those stories, John Hayes, which you may have heard the name.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, you've got like 40 kids out. He goes, you need to cut some of those. And I said, why?
Yeah.
He goes, well, we don't have enough uniforms. I said, well, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I said, they just want to participate. And who knows? Some of those kids could turn out, and some of them did.
Yeah, I'd say especially with boys, you never know. I mean, I've been very surprised with guys that have come up and become players their senior year. I mean, the jump that Lucas Pioli made athletically from last year to now, I've never seen. Honestly, I've never seen. So we knew he would be a contributor. We didn't know he was going to be this good. So you just never know. And guys are committed. Like Samson Amino is the shortest guy on that team, and to see him come in the weight room and work hard and become more skilled, it's pretty phenomenal. So I'm excited about the freshmen and the sophomores, what they're going to be able to do for us.
We're visiting with head coach Justin Anderson, Dowling boys basketball coach, before tonight's boys contest between Dowling and Anchorage Centennial. Halftime of the girls game, Dowling girls leading 25-23. And coach, we go to the matchup tonight, second time around with Centennial, and a guy that's, pretty near to my heart, Coach Fontana. He's got his hands full. Matter of fact, the kid that was the leading scorer for him last time no longer on the team when you faced him. That's being Will Smith. But very young team. He is getting Tunks into the lineup, who was expected to start but had a battle and ankle injury. But talk about this matchup with Centennial. They come in 1-9, and they're a team that's just hungry and looking to put something together. And tonight with the Friday night crowd, they're hoping the crowd can get them into it.
Yeah, I mean, they came out that last 9 minutes against Urbandale and looked like the Lakers. So they have it in them. I mean, they were down 20 against Urbandale and tied it. And honestly, the whole game came down to one whistle in the last 10 seconds. So they're tough. They're gritty. A lot of these guys are going to be stars in the future. They have a lot of talent coming at their lower levels as well. So this is a game where, you got to come in and be focused. Human nature will maybe look at records and say, oh, we should win, but we know better than that. The CIML, there's no guarantees, and especially with a coaching staff this good. So young players with a great coaching staff are very, very dangerous. And really it's about us, whether we're playing number 1 or number 48, we got to focus on being better than we were the day before and going 1-0 every day. I thought we had 2 really good days of practice, and we're excited to get it going tonight.
Well, best of luck to you tonight against Centennial. It's always a great atmosphere up here, and we appreciate you stopping up, and have a good weekend. And before we let you go, I know you being the Milwaukee guy you are, the passing of Bob Euchre, who I shared with with you. I have some great memories of Bob, and I'm sure you have more. You even have a shirt from him.
Yeah,
right?
I got a jersey in 2003 when I was a season ticket holder going to UWM. We were terrible, so I bought a Euchre jersey, and I swear, my friends will agree with me, I swear the Brewers stole the idea 10 years later and started selling them with a different number. I had number 0 to be funny because he would appreciate it. I never met Bob, but I'm one of his biggest fans, and nobody represented Milwaukee better. So, yeah, he will be missed.
As a longtime Cub fan, as I told you, he was one of the few visiting opponents that came and sang the 7th inning stretch at Wrigley Field. That was cool. Bob Euchre. That is cool. That's how much he was respected, and he's just a humorous guy. So
won't ever be replaced, but great memory.
Yeah. Justin, thanks, and best of luck to the Maroons tonight.
Thanks, gentlemen.
All right. It's Justin Einerson, the Dowling boys basketball coach. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back. It's Dowling girls leading 25-23 at halftime. Mark Amadale, Mike Burker, back to the second half in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
2025 means big changes at Divine Treasures, and you're invited. After more than 3 decades, new ownership will continue the ministry as your Catholic book and gift source in the Des Moines area. Join them on Saturday, January 25th from noon to 4 p.m. for an open house to celebrate your loyalty to the store over the years, to give Lois, Sue, and Cindy a heartfelt send-off, and welcome the new owners and management team for our sponsor, Divine Treasures, 5701 Hickman Road, Des Moines, 515-255-5230.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. Schedule your annual checkup with a Mercy One doctor so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
KWKY Des Moines, KIHS Adel, KCSL Spencer.
And we're back here at the Ankeny Centennial Gym alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale. Halftime as teams are out on the court. Start the third quarter, second half. Dowling 25, Centennial 23. And Mike, you got to look at some first half numbers.
Yeah, first half, Mark. Dowling field goals, 10 of 24, 42%. They hit both their free throws, had 17 rebounds, 7 turnovers. For Ankeny Centennial, they were 9 out of 25 overall, 36%. 2 of 3 free throws, 12 rebounds, and they only had 2 turnovers the first half. They did a nice job taking care of the basketball.
All right, Centennial has the ball first, and a shot in the lane. It's no good by the Jaguars and Jaden Pratt. Rebound Dowling. Maroons come the other way, and a shot by Zedeker in the baseline is knocked out of bounds by the Jags. It'll be Dowling basketball as they inbound the ball.
Yeah, both teams 2 layups, 2 block shots.
Jags will Dowling inbounds the ball, and they throw it away. They try to get it to Ellie Muller at half court, and
I tell you, Pratt can jump. She's jumped and took that away.
Deflected that one. And now the Maroons on defense, and Dowling gets in the passing lane, and they knock the ball away. A lot of deflections here to start the...
Well, that was an Ellie Olsen block shot. She blocked Crawford's layup.
Here in the second half, yeah. And I'll tell you what, Centennial is not backing down. No. They inbound the ball to the top of the key. That's Blackmore with it. Now in the corner for 3. It's no good by Pratt. Rebound Dowling. Dowling girls have won 7 of 9 in this series with Centennial, 7 of the last 9 meetings, and 5 in a row. So the Jags looking to snap that winning streak. 25-23, the score remains. We've already played a minute here in the third quarter. There's Ellie Olsen on a bounce pass to Ellie Muller, a bounce pass to Olsen, and ball thrown away. So turnovers dominate in the second half and block shots.
Yep. Nobody scored yet.
Yep. Well, until then. Inside, layup good by Blackmore. It's tied at 25 once again. We've had several lead changes in this contest. There's Tritton in the front court for Dowling. Maroons going right to left as we are in the back row of the bleachers behind the scorer's table here at Centennial High School. Olsen in the lane, can't get the shot off. Over to Tritton, they double team her. Now Katie Muller for 3, good from the top of the key. Katie Muller with her first 3 of the night and her 19th of the year. Came at a pretty good time.
That was a nice shot. She had her feet set. was balanced and was able to put that through.
There's Crawford in the lane, and layup good. She went right around Tritton. That's an interesting matchup there, as Maya Crawford with her 11th point.
Maya's really smooth when she drives the basketball like that. That was a nice move.
Zediker now triple teamed in the corner. They get it out to Ellie Muller for three. It's in and out, no good. Rebound Crawford. Check the scoring in the first half when we get a moment here. 5:35 remaining, third quarter. Dowling by one, 28-27. Now a long three, top of the key. It's no good by Tilly Smith. And the rebound, Crawford. Good hustle on the offensive end by the Jaguars. Blackmore with it, now to Crawford. They work the left side. Crawford now dribble to the top of the key. Swings it over to Ava Martin for three. It's no good from the right wing. And the rebound out to Ellie Muller. Muller right to left, guarded by Crawford. Guarded by Pratt, and her little scoop shot is up. This time no good. It's one she hit in the first half.
Yeah.
Rebound Centennial. Now Centennial with it. Blackmore for three. It's no good. Rebound Dowling and Katie Muller. So we have a lid on the basket all of a sudden. Now Dowling in transition. Ellie Olsen shoots and scores in the pass from Ava Zediker and a timeout. Dowling, this will be a 30-second timeout. Olsen with her 4th point. 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. Dowling 30 and Yankee Centennial 27. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Bozen the Florist, Blessman International, and Ashworth Vision Clinic. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half for Dowling. Ellie Olsen had 2 points at halftime. She now has 4. Katie Muller was held scoreless in the first half. She now has 3 points. 8 points for Ava Zediker, 6 points for Layla Tritton, and Ellie Muller with 9 points for the Maroons as Dowling went 2 for 2 at the free throw line unofficially in the first half for Centennial. The leading scorer in the first half was Maya Crawford with 9 points. She now has 11. 7 points for Ava Martin. Finley Blackmore with 2 points. She now has 5. Jaden Pratt with 2 points at halftime, and Rylin Boding with 3 points off the bench in the first half. Jags went 3 out of 4 in the first half. So let's look at the scoring numbers after your first half statistics there, Mike.
We're right on point there. Good job.
All right, here is Centennial with the basketball, left to right, wearing their home pink uniforms with the black numbers, white trim. Pratt in the lane against the Muller, and the ball is blocked out of bounds by Ellie Muller. Did you stop trying to keep track of her block shots?
Yeah, no.
Because
I should probably add another column to my stats to do that.
Because Ellie has 54 blocks coming in, and she may be up to 60 by now. Now they lob it into Pratt. It's deflected into the hands of Crawford. Her shot in and out, no good. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Olsen. Outlet pass goes to Zediker. Maroons running. Ava looking inside. Can't find a seam, so Maroons will reset on the right side. Zediker works right wing. Isolated one-on-one, now double team. Skip pass over to Ellie Muller. Now to Tritton. Tritton dribbles in. Guarded tightly by Blackmore. In the lane. Now skips it over to Ellie Muller for three, right wing. Left it short. And the ball goes out of bounds to Centennial. So good defense by the Jags. And
It was good defense. Now Centennial, the last couple times down the floor, running set plays versus kind of a motion offense. He's been setting double screens for people coming up the top.
30-27. Dowling by 3. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Third quarter. We'll have the boys game later on tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio from the Yankee Centennial Gym. Pratt for 3, top of the key, and it's good. And that is Jaden Pratt's second field goal of the night. She has 5 points and her 9th 3 of the season. And we're tied at 30 once again.
Yep, that was another set play, and they got her open on the top, wide open off the double screen.
Lizzie Beam set to check into the Centennial lineup along with Maisie Smith. And now Dowling getting loose, and that is Tritton getting around Ava Martin for the basket. Layla Tritton with her 8th point. 32-30 Dowling. Now backing in is Blackmore. Her shot blocked by Katie Muller. Blackmore gets her own rebound. 20 on the shot clock. There's Pratt working against Ellie Muller. Corner 3 up, no good by Tilly Smith. Rebound Zediker. As she collided with Pratt, nothing called, and Zediker dribbles out of that. Tough defensive game athletes just trying to make plays. And there's one. Zedeker double team, pass underneath to Olsen, and layup is good. Ellie Olsen seeking the open gap under the basket, and a 30-second timeout called by Scott DeYoung and Ankeny Centennial with 2.5 to go. Here in the third quarter, Mike, it's Dowling by 4, 34-30.
Yeah, that time they double-teamed Zedeker when she went down low, and they didn't rotate back on the backside. That's what Coach DeYoung, I think, why he called his timeout. He's shaking his head a lot and pointing at his board, but that's what they did not rotate back to cut off that backside. And they're usually really good at that, too. So,
last game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Oh, don't forget, Game 2, the boys' game, coming up here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Jimmy Cataldo, if they let him in, will be sitting in your seat there, Mike Burkert. You never know if he gets through the security and then the front table, and you probably just tell him I'm with some guy from Iowa Catholic Radio who's been around too long.
I've got that TSA pre-check, so it works through too.
Yeah, free pass or something like that, TSA. Well, he doesn't have that, I guarantee it. Here's Crawford underneath out of the Ankeny Centennial timeout and shoots and scores from the left side. They run a set play again, Mike, for Maya Crawford, and she scores. That's her 13th point. And it's 34-32, Dowling by 2. And now here's Harnden for 3 in the corner, rolls off the rim, no good. And the rebound out to Centennial. Macy Harnden in the Dowling lineup, replacing Ellie Olsen. Now pass by Centennial, thrown away.
So got a little out of control there. Got a 2-point game, 1:49 left in the quarter. This is one of those games that each possession is critical because it's been a 2-4 point swing, the whole game.
All right, here's Tritton coming off the ball screen by Zedeker. Underneath they work the Muller, and Ellie shot up and good. Worked to perfection. Tritton with the dribble drive and found Muller, and Ellie with her 11th point.
Yeah, Centennial's got to keep him out of the lane.
36-32. Now turnover by the Jags. Timeouts remaining. Both teams have 3 apiece. Here's Katie Muller, and she nearly has the ball stolen away, picked up by her sister Ellie. Now the Tritton. Now they lob it inside to Ellie Muller, and Tritton's pass too long, and it's turnover by Dowling, recovered by Crawford. Crawford now guarded by Zedeker. As we just watch these individual matchups coming down court. There's Pratt guarded by Ellie Muller. Pratt backing in against Muller. Tries to get her in the air. Her shot up and good, and she did get her in the air. What a move by Pratt right over Ellie Muller. The basket will count, a foul on Ellie. That's her first. Keep in mind she fouled out Tuesday night with 5 minutes remaining.
But Pratt's not afraid of her, and she's taking it right at her, and that's what, if you look on your feet, she's going to Illinois State, so obviously there's more people than us that are impressed with her.
Pratt has 7 points and a chance for an and 1 here. Free throw good. 8 points for Pratt. And it's 36-35, Dowling by 1. 35 seconds remaining. Shot clock and game clock, 10-second difference. Now Olsen dribble drives in the lane, kicks it back out to Tritton, and the ball reversal, good! Layla Tritton right wing as Olsen dribble drive, got it to Ellie Muller, over to Tritton for 3.
Yep, they rotated the ball and got a wide open Tritton for the 3, so it was a nice play.
11 points for Tritton, shot clock turned off, 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Dowling 39, Centennial 35. Mark Amadale, Mike Burton. There's Pratt in the lane against Muller again and draws the foul. Nice job by Pratt. Gotta like that. She's headed to Illinois State next year, as you mentioned. And even though she's undersized, Pratt at 5'10", and Ellie Muller at 6'2", second time down, she draws another foul.
Yeah, she plays a lot bigger than 5'10", though, with her ability to jump and her quickness.
Pratt's free throw good. She has 9 points. Cuts the Dowling lead to 3. Second free throw on the way. Good. Pratt 3 for 3 at the line tonight, has 10 points. Crawford with 13. Half-court shot at the horn, no good, and we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 39, Ankeny Centennial 37. Along with Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Emmerdale. Mary Statsny, our studio producer, will return in 1 minute with the fourth quarter from the Centennial Gym here on Iowa Catholic Radio and here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Have you ever heard the church criticized for defending celibacy? What about for defending marriage? Have you ever heard it accused of showing contempt for women, but also sneered at because only women go there? Have you ever heard it attacked for asceticism, but also for extravagance? How about for being dull? How about for being too garish? How about for being too worldly or too unworldly, or insisting that people confess their sins, or showing too much mercy to sinners? Notice any contradiction among the critics? G.K. Chesterton says, here's a broad and simple test. If you hear a thing being accused of being too tall and too short, too red and too green, too bad in one way and too bad also in the opposite way, then you may be sure that it is very good. Want more than a minute? Chesterton.org.
And we're back here at the Centennial Gym in Ankeny tonight. Dowling and Ankeny Centennial, girl-boy doubleheader, the girls game. Dowling girls, record of 11-2, ranked second in 5A. Centennial with a record of 8-4, ranked fourth in Class 5A. Dowling leads 39-37. The Maroons with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Here's Tritton with it in the corner for three, right wing, off the mark, no good. Pratt with the rebound. And Centennial with the basketball. We'll get our statistics in here when we get a stoppage of play. For Centennial, it's Crawford, Pratt, along with Lizzie Beam, Maisie Smith, and now Pratt guilty of the travel. And Mike, go ahead. We'll get our statistics through three quarters.
Sure. Third quarter, Dowling, third quarter shot 6 of 11, 55%. They were 2 of 5 from three-point range. Did not shoot a free throw. Had 7 rebounds. Centennial was actually 4 of 16, 25%, 1 of 7. They hit all 3 of their free throws, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Or 1 turnover, excuse me.
All right, here's Zediker with the basketball. And now she tries a skip pass in the corner to Tritton. It's stolen away by Tilly Smith, who's in there for Centennial, the 5th player. Now down the lane, a shot no good off Crawford and goes out of bounds. Nice block that time by Ellie Olson. Dowling went Centennial 6 of 7 at the free throw line tonight. 3 for 3 in that third quarter. Dowling just 2 for 2, and they were that at halftime. The only free throws Dowling attempted were in the first quarter. Now Crawford throws the ball in the back court. And it's retrieved by Tilly Smith. So the Jags will start their offense. 15 on the shot clock. With it is Maisie Smith. Now to Crawford, guarded by Zediker. Maya backs in, right block, turns, and draws the foul. And Zediker will pick up her first foul of the night. With 6:39 remaining, Dowling by 2, and free throws coming for Crawford.
So far, at times it appears that the Dowling fouls have been on shooters and the Ankeny Centennial fouls have been on the floor.
And as you mentioned earlier, very well scripted by Scott DeYoung, running those set plays and trying to isolate. What's the isolation they have? We saw Pratt isolated with Ellie Muller, worked to perfection at the end of the third quarter, and here you got Crawford doing the same thing. And Maya's first free throw is good. She has 14 points.
You know, when you watch them, Pratt and Crawford are really athletic, and they've got the 3 other kids are good athletes, but they're also good spot-up three-point shooters, and that's what they've been doing is those guys have been trying to take it at them. And if it's not there, they kick it out, or they double screen for the three-point shooters.
Both free throws good. 15 points now for Maya Crawford for Ankeny Centennial. Once again, tied at 39. I'd like to keep a tally on that. A near steal that time by Ava Martin, as she was overplaying the passing zone and nearly got a steal.
We'll have to hire another assistant up here to keep track of block shots, lead changes, ties.
Good luck with that.
How many times people complain about fouls?
I think we saw that in the game ahead of us.
Uh-oh.
They lob it inside Ellie Moeller. The layup is good. Nice feed that time. Is getting the assist is Ellie Olsen to the other Ellie Moeller. She's got 13.
Yeah, that was kind of when they went for the ball, Pratt kind of landed on Ellie's foot and came up a little bit limp.
Now a steal by Ellie Olsen. Gets in the hands of Katie Moeller. And we've got a timeout Dowling. 30-second timeout called by Dowling. I think Coach Meyer thought that might be a problem in the backcourt. Can't see from that bench. You've been on that many times, opposite end of the court. And maybe needed bailed out because of the 10-second violation. But nonetheless, Dowling 41, Yankee Centennial 39. Mark Hamadale alongside Mike Burkert here at the Centennial Gym. Pretty good crowd. And you mentioned Coaches for Cancer Night, and that's always a tremendous occasion. And raising money for a very worthy cause. Every one of us has been affected by cancer in our families and our personal lives.
Yes, I think we all have, unfortunately. And thoughts and prayers for those people that are going through the treatment now, and the people that have been diagnosed, and all the issues that they have to deal with.
Absolutely. And we know too many of them, Mike.
We do.
It's more than one hand or two. It's too many. So, yes, indeed, our thoughts and prayers. And tremendous occasion here with Centennial High School and what they're doing. And thanks to Nate Lindgren and Blake Crookshank, part of the athletic administration here at Centennial, do a great job hosting and raising money for a good cause. Coaches with Cancer Night, and Centennial gals, and they're all pink uniforms. A couple, 3 number changes that we know, and we got them. So back to action. Dowling with the ball. Yankee stays man-to-man, but they're helping a lot. Here's Zediker down the lane, kicks over in the corner to Tritton. Layla in the lane, and the shot with the right hand, good. Good dribble penetration that time by Tritton. Faked the 3 and went in.
That was a nice move by her.
She has 13 points.
Ava made a nice move to the basket, actually, to set that up, but Tritton had to finish it off, and she did.
Well, that move to the basket brought a couple defenders toward her, and she was almost triple team and found a way to get the ball to Tritton, who did the rest. Now Pratt in the lane going against Moeller, and this time the shot is no good and didn't draw the foul, and Ellie kind of gave her a little bit of space. Rebound comes out to Ellie Moeller.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Pratt to get a little space to do that too.
And now Olsen's pass inside. They tried to get Zediker's posted up, and she threw it away. And it'll be Centennial basketball on the Dowling turnover. 4 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter. Dowling 43, Yankee Centennial 39. Mark Hamadale, Mike Burkert here at the Centennial Gym. Backdoor cut by Crawford. Layup no good. Great pass that time by the Jags, as that was Finley Blackmore with the backdoor cut, but Crawford couldn't finish. Rebound Dowling. There's Harnden for 3, left wing. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Tritton underneath the Moeller, layup good. Ankeny thought they had the rebound, and it was deflected out to Tritton, and she found Ellie Moeller for her 15th point.
Yeah, that was a big kind of some collisions there. Ended up with a wide open basket, but Dowling's back up to their biggest lead of 6. That's been the biggest lead of the game. It was a 10-4. Then I think after that, the biggest has been a 2 to 4 point game or a tie game the rest of the game.
We'll take a 1 minute break and return. Dowling 45, Yankee Centennial 39. Back in 1 minute here in the fourth quarter on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ with local faith leaders.
Hi, I'm Father George, pastor of Immaculate Conception Church in St. Mary's and Holy Trinity of Southeast Warren County in Milo and Lacona, inviting you to experience the truth, beauty, and goodness of the Catholic faith. Mass and reconciliation times can be found on our website, immaculateconceptionstmarys.org.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ and His Church on their faith journey.
At Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic owned and operated funeral home, we understand the sacred traditions of the Catholic funeral rites. These traditions bring comfort, honor, and hope through faith in Jesus and the resurrection. Caldwell Parish, Des Moines' only Catholic owned and operated funeral home. CaldwellParish.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Westgate Dental, offering cosmetic, family, implant, and general dentistry. Located at 1073rd Street, Suite 1 in West Des Moines, just behind Dowling Catholic High School. Learn more at westgatedentalia.com.
And we're back here at the Centennial Gym in Northwest Ankeny alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadeo. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Dowling 45, Ankeny Centennial 39. Now here's Pratt in the lane, backs up against Muller, kicks the ball out to Blackmore. She dribbles inside against Katie Muller, and her shot off the glass good from the right side. Finley Blackmore with her 5th point. In the second half, she has 7 for the contest. And it's 45-41, Dowling's lead 4. And that is a precarious 4-point lead, Mike, as we've seen in this series. Marines are going to try to work as much the shot clock as possible. Tritton picks up her dribble. Right side it goes to Harnden. They lob it inside to Muller, and the ball is slapped out of bounds off of Centennial. And we may have a reversal here. Officials come down, and they're going to give it the other way. I kind of thought that may happen. Good job of getting together. Chris Thomas, Grant Mandernock, and Travis Graven as they get together as a group, and it'll be Centennial basketball.
Again, it was Pratt was fronting Ellie, and
now Crawford gets loose on the baseline, but she dribbles on the baseline as Ellie Muller forced her a little deeper than probably what she wanted, Mike.
Yeah, I think when she got down there, she kind of double clutched a little bit, and then by the time she picked up the ball, she was too far underneath the basket.
So both teams trade turnovers. Dowling by 4, 3:15 remaining, fourth quarter. Packed house here at the Centennial Gym. Dowling with their Ava Zediker in the lane. Shot off the glass good, and she went right through Tilly Smith to do it. Zediker with 10 points. That's her first basket, Mike, of the second half.
It is. Dowling's 4 for 4 from the 2-point range this quarter, and all 4 have been right inside bang-bang shots from about 2 feet in.
There's Ava Martin, swings it over in the corner. A long 3 coming, in and out, no good by Pratt. Offensive rebound, Smith. It's Tilly Smith. They get it to Martin, right wing. Brand new shot clock. Here's Pratt battling against Muller. On to reverse the ball. Good defense by the Maroons. Underneath Blackmore, off the glass, her shot no good. Offensive rebound, Crawford, and reset on the shot clock. Now a long 3 coming, top of the key, in and out, no good. And the rebound slapped out of bounds. It'll be Centennial basketball. But good hustle by Ankeny, and this is like their 3rd offensive possession.
It is. See if they can turn it into some points. But again, that was, hate to say it, but Pratt just got up in the air and got a hand on the basketball and directed it off a Dowling player.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. 47-41, Dowling by 6. Centennial with a long possession here. They've actually had 3 shot clock resets on this possession.
Yep.
Here's Martin with it. Gets it to Pratt in the corner. Now dribbles to the lane. Run their motion offense. Blackmore back to Pratt. Top of the key for 3. No good. Rebound Crawford. She'd outdueled Zediker. Layup good. Maya Crawford with her 17th point, and she just out-hustled Ava Zediker at the inside position there underneath the basket.
She had a nice position and actually blocked her out and put her right back up and scored. Big basket for Ankeny Centennial.
4-point Dowling lead. Minute 35 remaining. Zediker with the ball, guarded by Crawford. Foul situation. Centennial has no fouls with a minute and a half to go. We're going to have the foul fest potentially coming up. We'll see. Here's Katie Muller. Fakes the 3, now shoots the 3, banks it off the glass, good! The Friday night bank is home for Katie Muller.
Wow.
She has 6 points all in the second half and a pair of 3s. That's her 20th made 3 of the year, and Dowling by 7. 66 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Dowling by 7, 50-43. Centennial drives in. Crawford isolates Zediker. Her shot no good. Rebound Dowling. Tritton saves it from going out of bounds to Ellie Muller. Now to Katie Muller as they're going to isolate her. They're going to overplay Zediker, and she finally picks the ball up, gets it at half court. Now what does Centennial do? They've got a foul. They don't have any fouls this quarter. There's one. So Crawford with her first of this quarter, second foul of the game. This is a bad. We're going to have the foul fest coming up, Mike.
I was going to say, I thought Scott was going to call a timeout. That's what I would have done, but he's calling one now.
And keep in mind, every time Centennial fouls, the shot clock gets reset, and there's a 4-second differential right now. So, All right, we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them as Dowling leads at 50-43. We're under a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And we're back here at the Ankeny Centennial Gym alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadeo. 39 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Dowling with the ball. Zediker throws the ball in front of her own bench. They get it to Ellie Moeller. Back to Zediker. Ankeny has to foul, and they do with 34 seconds remaining. Now the shot clock's turned off. Second team foul on Centennial.
They're at least trying to do a quick trap and see if they can get Dowling to make a bad pass, and then they're fouling on the second pass.
They call that on Crawford. That should be her third. That's just the wrong number, but nonetheless, Dowling will call timeout. They can't get it in.
They got their last timeout also. So.
And that is timeout number 5 for Dowling. And we'll keep it here as the Maroons lead it 50-43 over Ankeny Centennial. 34 seconds remaining. Coming up, our next broadcast will be this coming Tuesday night, January 21st. Dowling traveling to will be 8th ranked Waukee in a girls contest. And I think the Waukee boys are also in the top 10, so it'll be 2 top 10 teams. Will be at Waukee High School, Dowling at Waukee for the rematch. And then a week from tonight, back home, Dowling will host number 1 ranked Johnston. Will the Dragons be undefeated? And can the Maroons knock them off like they did and stop their winning streak 2 years ago? Well, or 3 years ago. You just don't know, Mike. That was a very memorable night. One of my top 5 highlights in my too long of a career, maybe.
There you go.
That's one of my top 5.
So wait a minute. We've got 5 state championships. So it doesn't each one of the state championships. Okay.
All right, top 6. You're putting me on the spot. Top 6, all right. They're not in the top 5, but that was a very memorable regular season night. That'd be a top one. All right, we're back to action. Dowling by 7, 50-43. 34.7 seconds remaining. Tritton to throw it in. Oh. And it's tipped in the backcourt by Crawford, and she'll tip it out of bounds. It'll be Dowling basketball. Shot clock down to 31 seconds. And that's actually the game clock, too. So So
now Dowling's got to bring it the full length of the court.
And they can't run the baseline.
That's correct.
So Tritton will throw it in. Dowling will run the press breaker. Then they get it to Ellie Moeller. Back to Tritton. Down to Olsen. Underneath to Katie Moeller. Maroons playing keep away. Now to Zediker with 23 seconds remaining. And a foul on Centennial. That'll be the 3rd team foul of the quarter.
I think they thought they had one about 4 or 5 seconds before that, but the referee didn't call it. So I think they're going to run out of time here before they get to that 5th foul.
Martin with her first. Maroons will inbound the ball with 22 seconds. They get it to Katie Moeller. Now to Ellie. Moeller. Now to Ellie Olsen. Maroons playing keep away, and now they'll foul Zediker at half court. Ava Martin with her 2nd foul. 15 seconds remaining. That's the 14th foul on Centennial. So Scott DeYoung is going to call a timeout. And we will too, with 15 seconds remaining in the contest. Dowling 50, Ankeny Centennial 43 here in the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And we're back here at the Centennial Gym. Final 15 seconds. The Maroons will inbound the ball, leading 50-43 over Centennial. Dowling playing keep away. They get the ball inbounded. Now foul on the Jaguars. Ava Zediker will go to the free throw line to shoot two, as that is the 15th foul on Ankeny Centennial. Tilly Smith with her second foul. And Ava Zediker at the free throw line. Ava with 10 points tonight. She is 2 for 2 at the free throw line. With 13 seconds remaining, the Maroons trying to put the game away. And this free throw is good by Ava. Ava did not play Tuesday night due to an illness and has a little bit of laryngitis at this juncture, but ready to go tonight. Second free throw, good. 12 points for Zediker. 4 for 4 at the line for Ava. 10 seconds remaining, 52-43, Dowling by 9, their largest lead of the night. And now the Jags turn it over out of bounds. And that might do it. It will. Final score, Dowling 52, Ankeny Centennial 45. As the Maroons improve their record to 12-2 on the year, their second win over Ankeny Centennial this season. And the Jaguars fall to 8-5. Jags come in ranked 4th in Class 5A. The Maroons ranked 2nd in 5A. As Centennial will be home Tuesday night against Valley next week. And then they don't play next Friday. And then they travel to North Polk and take on the number 2 team in Class 4A, North Polk, on Saturday, January 25th at 2 o'clock. Centennial at North Polk. For Dowling next week, the Maroons girls will be on the road at Waukee. That'll be 8th ranked Waukee Tuesday night. And next Friday, home against number 1 Johnson. So kind of a look at the schedule for both girls teams. And again, the final tonight, Dowling girls 52, Ankeny Centennial 45. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Mary Statsny is our studio producer. We appreciate everything she did to get us on the air before tonight's game, and hopefully continue to stay on the air. And we'll total up the scoring and our statistics, unofficial as they are. And alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. Stay tuned. The postgame show coming up of this girls contest. Dowling girls a winner 52-45 over Ankeny Centennial. 2 of the top 5 teams in Class 5A battling out here at Centennial High School. Back with the postgame show in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Welcome back to the Ankeny Centennial Gym alongside Mike Burkert. Mark Amadale has Game 1 in the books. The Dowling girls a winner by the score of 52-45 over Ankeny Centennial, as the Maroons led at halftime 25-23 on that basket by Ellie Moeller that gave the Maroons the lead at halftime. And Dowling outscoring Centennial, Mike Burker, 27-22 in the second half. Both teams played to a 14-14 tie in the third quarter, and Dowling outscoring the Jags 13-8 in the fourth quarter to win it 52-45. You have a look at some of the numbers.
Yeah, Mark, for Dowling Catholic, shooting-wise for the game, they were 21 out of 42, 50%, 6 of 15, 40% from three-point range. Hit all their free throws. They had 27 rebounds, 10 turnovers. For Ankeny Centennial, they were 16 out of 52 from the field, which was 31%, 3 of 19 for 16%. They had 23 rebounds, 6 turnovers. So overall, it was a pretty well-played game. There weren't a lot of turnovers. The ones that happened were basically because of defensive pressure. Neither team really got out a lot on transition. They played really hard and didn't allow that to happen. I think the difference was the game turned out to be the fact that Centennial only shot 31% versus 50% for Dowling. And the three-point shooting, Centennial was 3 out of 19, where Dowling was 6 out of 15. So it just came down to Dowling hit some shots at critical times. We talked about the fact that from the very beginning of the game, it was back and forth. I think Centennial got out to 4-0 start. Dowling scored 10 straight, to go up 10-4. And then after that, the biggest lead was 4 points either direction up until the last, 3 minutes or so of the game, where Dowling, stretched it out to a 7-8 point lead. And we're able to hold on to that to the end here.
It's just interesting seeing the matchups as this game progressed. Each team had matchups. What's this guy want? Does he not know his game was already played today? Mike, go ahead and talk to him. I'll run through the scoring. But talking about Dom Donahue, I don't know what he's doing up here in press row, but they let him up here.
Driver.
Did you find out?
Yeah, he wants me to be his Uber driver.
He needs an Uber driver. I just charge him top rate. I think, and it better include the tip. A good tip. That's,
I said you're my Uber driver. I'm your Uber driver.
Let's run down the scoring for Dowling. The Maroons had 3 players in double figures, led by Ellie Muller's 15 points, Layla Tritton 13, Ava Zediker 12 points, and Ellie Olson with 6 points, along with Katie Muller with 6 points. Macy Harnden did not score for the Maroons tonight, as Mike mentioned. Dowling perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4. For Ankeny Centennial, they were led by Maya Crawford, 17 points, Jaden Pratt with 10 points, 7 points for Finley Blackmore, 7 points for Ava Martin, Rylin Boating off the bench with 3 points, and Tilly Smith, another starter, did not score, and neither did Maisie Smith, who came in during the contest. Centennial 8 of 9 at the free throw line, and recap the quarter scores as Dowling led 14-12 at the end of the first quarter, and Dowling and Centennial played to an 11-11 tie. In the second quarter, the Maroons led 25-23 at halftime, thanks to a basket right before the half by Dowling's 6'2" junior Ellie Muller. Gave the Maroons a 2-point lead at halftime. Third quarter, both teams played to a 14-14 tie, so Dowling led by 2, 39-37 going into the fourth quarter. And the Maroons outscored Centennial 13-8 in the fourth quarter to win it 52-45. Dowling's record now 12-2 on the year, and Centennial falls to 8-5. Mike Burkett, that'll wrap things up. I still don't see our partner. Did they let Mr. Cataldo in or not?
I don't know. Usually he's sitting right up here next to us.
Yeah, I got to get into my phone a little bit.
But no, it was a good game. Kind of maintained the status quo. I think we talked about, you got Johnston 1, Dowling 2, Northwest 3, and Centennial 4. The 1 and 2 kind of maintain holding serve.
Yeah.
Over 3 and 4 right now. Well, it'll be interesting to see if let's say Northwest can upset Johnston or Dowling, to see if that changes anything in the order.
Yeah,
I would say no.
Probably not. So we mentioned talking about the rankings. They really didn't change at the top this week. Johnson's still at number 1 in Class 5A. Dowling 2, Northwest 3rd, Centennial 4th, Prairie 5th. That's the way it was. 6th is Pleasant Valley. That stayed the same. Davenport North at number 7. Waukee at 8. Here's where it changed. Iowa City West and City High of Iowa City 9th and 10th. Cedar Falls drops to 11. They were 9th. Liberty of Iowa City is at number 12, Bettendorf 13, and Southeast Polk at 14, and Ankeny at 15. So standings, still in the same amount of CIML teams. Oh, there he is. He went over and talked to his football buddy. Coach Cataldo did make it. I didn't want anybody putting out a search party in some of the ditches on the way out here.
I think he's going to do it different.
Oh, he's going to go over there. Yeah, go to the live stream, guys. Yeah, they could really use your input. Mike Burker, thank you. We'll see you at Waukee on Tuesday night.
Sounds good.
All right, Mike Burker, my broadcast partner. We're going to get set. We'll take a 2-minute break. Mary stats me 2 minutes, and we'll come back with the boys contest. In the meantime, the Dowling girls have won 7 in a row now with the win as Dowling defeats Ankeny Centennial in Game 1, our Class 5A Central Iowa Metro League matchup. Second-ranked Dowling 52, fourth-ranked Centennial 45 in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Game 2 coming up, Dowling and Ankeny Centennial. The teams are out on the field, and we'll have the boys game after this 2-minute break. And Jimmy Cataldo here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is a Young Catholic Minute.
Why is contraception wrong?
In sex, the husband and wife give themselves to each other fully, freely, faithfully, and fruitfully, which is the kind of love that everyone longs for. No one says, I hope my wife cheats on me, or I want my soulmate to hide things from me. So why is I love you but not your fertility okay? Christ showed us true love by giving his whole life freely, without reservation, never abandoning us, even if it meant dying on a cross. This sacrifice gave us eternal life. If you've been listening, you might get where we're going. Sex is only loving when it's a free, total, faithful, and fruitful gift of self like Christ's love. In fact, in every Catholic marriage ceremony, the bride and groom vow to love each other in this very way. So you decide, do you want your marriage to reflect God's love? Or would you rather settle for something less? For more Young Catholic Minutes, go to youtube.com/youngcatholic.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.